Everyone in high school has tough years, and I had my fair share. And even through those tough years, Young Life was somewhere that you could come and have some fun with some friends and talk about the Lord, and just a place to feel safe.
When I first started going to club, I was really shy. I was a freshman, I was new. I was welcomed and I fit in to Young Life.
I had never grown up Christian. I've always been kind of skeptical, and I've thought that there was something more out there. So when I came into Young Life, it started off, it was just like a fun spot to hang out with friends, and just turned into this beautiful place to really explore the world of Jesus and who he was as a person.
I'm not always the most popular guy in school, and having leaders who come up and say, "Oh, hey, how's this going?" It makes you feel important and included.
They'll send me texts and they'll kind of peel back that curtain of, what I show other people and then what I truly am when I'm alone with my thoughts. And I think they do a really good job of that.
He's been through the things I've been through, and he understands my problems, and he can really help me through that and also help me weave God into my life in those problems.
So my leader, Elise, is a very awesome woman. I get to spend a lot of time with her with Bible study and how I went to camp. So having just a relationship with another adult woman who's so faithful is just really special.
To have a leader who is there for me, it's really like nothing else. Going to your friends is one thing and going to family is one thing, but going to somebody who's a trusted adult and also is kind of just disconnected from all that is great for me especially. I just never felt like I've had trouble talking to Keith or Brad at all.
Yeah, so campaigners, we meet every Monday morning. We have breakfast, and we go over books, we read books, and then we talk about them. And then we also talk about our lives of things we're going through, and there's no judgment, which I really like.
One of the books that we've discussed and read at breakfast was Wild at Heart. That book really inspired me to exemplify my values as a man through Jesus Christ.
So campaigners has become a huge part of my schedule. It just really gets my mind right for the week, just spending time with God and a bunch of faithful women.
So I went to camp 2 years ago up in Malibu. What I felt when I was there was the peace that I had never felt anywhere else, and I could really tell that was God.
I think about camp pretty much on a regular basis. It was a very fun and enjoyable experience.
At camp, one of my first leaders, he had a lot of the same struggles that I did, parental-wise. He really talked to me that way.
So I go to Wildlife to learn about God and to hang out with friends.
I like praising, I like talking about Jesus, and I think it's really fun for us.
So my leader, Greg, he really got me to become vulnerable to people, really got me to speak, be myself. Wildlife made me believe that I was made for purpose.
Since my life was changed by Young Life, I am so thrilled to just be able to give back and be a wildlife leader and get to share the gospel with those kids. I get to pour into these kids. Following that, I get poured into by the other leaders. I get to meet with Theresa regularly for some leadership training, and she gets to mentor me. Getting to participate in the small group discussions with middle schoolers and hearing some of the things that they say about God and how he's so real to them is just mind-blowing.
I used to struggle with thinking about, maybe I'm not worth it, maybe I'm not good enough. So I feel like God kind of showed me I had a purpose in life. I had a reason to be alive.
If it wasn't for Young Life when I was in high school, I absolutely would not be as blessed as I am now. I actually just probably wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here experiencing so much joy and so excited about my future.
I'm truly unbelievably grateful for the fact that it showed me a way to Jesus and God that I'd never had before. It just makes me feel at home.